Hello, everybody. Hello. Hi there, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to the show. It's me, Hank. We're playing Valheim, part 62, and onwards. I think it's working. 2 viewers. Holy shit. Welcome to Friday night, Friday afternoon, Valheim streaming. Going to talk some woodworking and a little woodworking, actually, I should say more business graphic design very quickly before we get going. Welcome, one and all. Hope everyone's having a great week. I meant to do some streaming earlier this week, but just didn't. I didn't. I meant to start my business this week. Didn't do that either. Turns out starting a business takes a lot more fucking stuff than saying you're going to. I mean, I've been doing all the stuff. I've actually, what the graphic design thing I'm working on is I ordered some cards that are being printed that I'm going to include in stuff that I ship out. So let's see, we got my audio's coming through. I think I'm loud enough. I should be. Hey, everybody. Wendy, hello. Hello, Wendy. Thank you for tuning in. I still need to get on a schedule. I think that would probably be good for both the viewers and for me, because it's, then you can plan and sort of have something to, I don't know, I wouldn't say look forward to. That's a little, maybe, but it's just easier. So that's coming up. Let's see. Yeah, where are we at? What are we doing? It's Friday. Spent most of the week doing stuff on the balcony, making something I was doing. I'm making a ton of candle holders lately, and but I saw a neighbor of mine had these little pots on the ground, and they looked like shit. And I was like, they need something to hold their plants. So I'm building something for them to hold their plants up. You know what? I'll just show you a picture of that. It's taken up way more. Like everything I always make is a bit, and I've never made one before, so it's coming along a little bit more. Oh, yeah, I did show some of this already in a previous thing. Oh, and I have an injury to talk about. That'll be fun. Luckily, let's not give away the ending. Do I have any? You might have. No, this is the base of the plant thing. Hold on, let me turn this thing on airplane mode in case one of the many porn stars I date texts me something. Here we go. This is just basically, so it's going to be one of those sort of angled planter thingies. Not that original. You've seen this kind of stuff before. That's kind of cool. Yeah, so that's, do I have any others of it? Here's a part of it. I don't know if there's really much to understand here. So this is actually kind of a shot. Will it rotate? Okay, hold on. Auto orientation. I can't hear myself. Let me turn this. There it is. Okay, that's easier. So this is a, yeah, all right, okay. First of all, this orange, motherfucker, okay, hold on. Orientation lock, stay. All right, here is the orange thing is a clamp thing that I built. It's a pipe clamp, but I attached it to some pipes to like you can't see it in there, but to like a pipe mounting plate, and it's something I can clamp to my bigger bench, and it holds things for sanding and for other purposes. It's excellent. I love it. It's sort of just like a secondary smaller clamp. But this little device this little piece that I'm holding is like a receiver port. Like it's the part that the shelves will sit on. So they'll slide into the little spot and sit there. But I fucked up. I put it in the wrong spot so that it wasn't lining up the way I wanted it to. So what these little kind of sandy rough bits are my filling of the wood. So I chiseled some tiny little pegs, almost like the size of a match, and poked them into the screw hole with some glue and some sawdust, and just let that dry overnight. And then you come back and you sand the fuck out of it, and it just looks like a bad scar that's made out of glue. Here's part of that too. This is a fucking orientation lock. This is a piece of my favorite utensil, a chopstick. That's actually a chopstick poking through. This is not a repair. That is actually joinery, using it as a dowel. Although chopsticks aren't cylindrical, the little skinny ones can be. These bamboo ones, they have a slight oval shape to them, so I have to add more material into the hole, along with glue and sawdust and stuff. But I did a terrible job making this joint. Here's another, there's another little chopstick poking out. Kind of see it out of that one end, and there you go. See the chopstick. There's huge gap. Okay, you can see all the fuzzy, kind of crappy, junky bits along the kind of angled pieces of wood. don't focus on the chopstick. You see all that? That's me filling in the gaps because I didn't cut this stuff right at all. I just held it up and I used a pencil and drew some lines, and that was sort of a sloppy, stupid way to do it. You can see how nasty it looks when it's just all funky up. But then you come back and you chisel it down, you sand it all off, you cut it off, let it dry. Sometimes you think stuff is dry and it's not. And you end up actually with like all the gaps kind of filled. This isn't perfect. I'm not trying to impress the fucking queen or anything. So that's the chopstick cut down and flattened, and so it's gonna be fine. It's all gonna look good. There's another part of it. It'll look clearly handmade. That's actually kind of a pretty picture, isn't it? Hold on, I'm sweating. God damn it. I wish I could have the window open, honestly. It's not that I couldn't. Screaming about Vikings and my penis into a camera is something I want only you to experience, not the neighbors out there that aren't really, who knows. I don't. Sound travels. It's one of the reasons I'm fucking tired of living in a city. But yeah, this is a kind of cool photo, I guess. Now that I'm seeing the pretty trees in the background, I get to look at some blue skies and some pine, what do they call those trees? Palm trees. Anyway, I spent some other time making some candle holders today out of a big old, what the fuck is this? Why is it? Just show me okay, albums, recents, okay. Like it wants to curate. It wants it to look like Instagram. I'm just like, just fucking show it to me. So this is a board that I got from a, what was this? This was part of a dresser. I think I only took the drawers. I didn't take the whole thing. So it's this weird kind of curved front board. So I cut the board up. I took out the metal bits. I had to actually dig out some crap out of one of them. It was kind of annoying. And I cut it up, and it's got some grain, some good knots, and some interesting grain. And it's 2 pieces of wood, or at least 2 or 3 pieces glued together, and have been, here's this picture. This is my sweatpants. That's my belly. I don't know. I'm just saying, my shame. Been hacking away at it with the Shinzo rasp and doing stuff like that. This is one of the more prominent knots that I'm making. Actually, here, that's this one right here. Look at that. That's kind of neat. Got a pretty. Now it's not done. So I got to sand it down a little rough. There's a weird little chippy bit right here that you can't really see, and it's very smooth now. This has actually been kind of a pain in the ass. This grain, either because this is already finished, there's something soaked in, or there's some property of this wood, which I don't know what kind of wood this is. It's got an interesting grain pattern. It's a little harder than the stuff I've been working on, but the sawdust it produces when you sand it is very fluffy, and I've only experienced that before when I was redoing a thing I fucked up, and I had to take off a bunch of dried boiled linseed oil. So it might be the finish that's in there causing it, but I've been going pretty deep past most of the finish. But whenever I work on this grain thing, it gums up my sandpaper, which is expensive but annoying. So whereas I can like kind of wire brush off the sandpaper, you can do stuff, but it's a pain in the ass, and it eats up sandpaper, but it's sort of, you can think of sandpaper gumming up as aggressively getting finer and finer sandpaper. It doesn't just immediately stop being sandpaper. It's just that the grit that you're working on becomes, say it's 80, now it's 120, now it's 180, now it's 220, now it's 4. And then eventually it's all like this like soft gummy stuff, which now you're buffing. So I've really actually buffed this pretty good. Not, just to sort of see, you can kind of catch some of the shine. This light's probably not great for catching a lot of shine. So this is going to be beautiful. I don't know what I should charge for any of this fucking stuff. I'm working a lot. So that one's cool. Anyway, yeah, so just making stuff out of stuff, turning bigger pieces of wood into smaller pieces of wood, and someday I'll sell some on the Etsy. And I've done some. Here's some of that fluff I was talking about. This stuff really produces a lot of, from the rasp takes off. So if you think of every this was square, so every bit of material that's not there is piled up along the whole device. Oh, this is the I like this picture. This is the pile of dust after I removed the clamp thing that I had up there. So that's fun. That's fun. Good stuff. I've got a lot of more photos to share. Here's a picture of that. Which it's almost like looking at 2 universes at the same time. Yeah, so That's what I was doing last day and something else, and just keeping stuff moving. A lot of editing. Everything is exported and uploaded for YouTube, although the Winners and Losers YouTube channel has been neglected a lot lately. I've still got a few of these. I'm putting these intros on there. These are sort of like mini podcasts, and kind of getting my face cam feet wet with that. I'm getting ready next week, finally. I'm going to be doing some stuff on camera as a video, like a podcasty stuff, not for Valheim or whatever. Because that's part of the schedule stuff. I was working on a business plan, trying to really take this shit seriously. And let's throw everybody, let's just fire up Photoshop real quick. And is it working? This should work. I think it will. What is on the... Sorry, hang on. Why is that? Yeah, why is there shit in the lower right corner? That's goofy. Oh, that's Photoshop. That's just part of the window that's too small. It's not fitting. Okay, got it. My glasses are getting foggy from the moisture that's oozing out of my face pores. Let me just see if this will... I haven't had this set up. There it goes. That's what we want. Okay, so you can tell I was working on this bum rush card. This is, I don't know if I was going to do a full-size business card or if I'm going to do a slightly bigger business card. So I decided to just do kind of a square. I was just looking at the various websites. And wound up settling on this design, just very simple. I don't know why these curvy things are what I did. They're just there. I took a lot more finagling to get them just perfect, because like sometimes there's a little too much corner here, or this curve is not, so they're identical. I did fussed a lot with that. I had other ways of going about this. This is option 3, so that's the one I went with. I also had it like that. Hold on, let me get that square back. That's they all have the square, but let me take it out of that group so it doesn't turn off. And okay, that's blue. Okay, that's good. So it was highlighted. So that was one of the versions I had. And actually, if anybody in the chat wants to say which one you like, this is option 2. Option 1 was we're having the squigglies in the middle. I don't know. I'm not a graphic designer. Sometimes I think I accidentally do pretty good graphic design, but there's plenty of times where I've shown terrible judgment in graphic design just because I know how to use the shape tool in Photoshop. So that's option. Let's start over again. Here is 1. This is the first one. 2 and 3. Hold on, let me turn off 2 and 3. I chose 3. I printed 3. I have got to wipe my face off. Hold on a second. Hold on. Get an aquarium towel. Ugh, gross. Yeah. Oh. Oh, man. I need a boxing help. I need a guy to squirt me in the mouth with the water that has a weird curved straw. I need a bucket to spit in. I need an old grizzled man to say, "You're tougher, you're tough, you fucking loser. My dad swam across the Atlantic." I need one of those guys. Okay. That's good content. 3 is the best. Okay, good. Yes. All right. Yeah, I did. I think, yeah. The little squigglies on top made... Right. Yeah. The other thing I was thinking of was like, oh, shit. Like maybe like or something like that. Or I also messed with the sizing of the squigglies. Who knows? I don't remember how many I ordered. I think I spent like $35 and ordered with shipping to, I don't know. It's either 100 or 500. I hope it's not 500. The bulk, like everything with bulk, it gets cheaper. Now, the other thing was the paper I was buying. I wanted it to be like on, like grocery store paper. Like the brown grocery bag paper. I don't know if it's recycled or what. Turns out what they call that is craft paper. It's a style of paper you can get. But none of these fucking sites make it easy to do that. I wound up with one that is, well, the one I did find that was just craft paper with brown or black. It'll be brown. I don't know, I guess. But I suppose black would probably be cheaper. Just brown ink was like crazy expensive. It was like $500. It was like $50 plus shipping for $100. And I was just like, I can probably find this cheaper, which I did. But I think I'm getting a printed picture of it now on white paper, and in the back of it, I had to actually, I found a preloaded design on some site and removed all the crap they had on it except for the paper part, and then put my own thing on there, which will let you do, and then clear everything off the back of it, because it has like name, phone number, contact, logo. Like, I got all that. That's fine. This is just going to go in there. And I'll write on here, I'll write thank you, or I might even draw a special picture of myself. My glasses are still fogging up. And anyway, it's just weird to be like, just give me the fucking brown paper. Why can't you guys make that a little more simple? It's so annoying. So I'm getting a photo of brown paper with ink on it, and on the back of it, it's going to be like this color pretty much, just kind of a sort of beigeish, brownish. So that's another goal I have for this business, aside from wanting it to allow me to do independent living, not have a boss, be my own boss, maybe expand it beyond that even, who knows? I'm not even sure what that means, but worker co-op or some sort of thing. I don't know. That's getting a little far ahead. But I just want to be able to afford the proper craft printing for these cards if I end up doing this again, because I just want that cool little brown, just the look of the brown paper. That plays on the psychology of everything. You know, what's the difference between white paper versus like properly textured brown paper? You know, it's all nonsense. Maybe even print it myself would make the most sense someday. I don't mind. I can sit there and cut stuff. You can do it with scissors. That's your scissors. You can do it with those slidey thingies that cut paper. So I think maybe someday that might be the avenue, because then I would have a little bit more flexibility. But of course, there's more startup costs to that. You got to have the good printer. I have this printer there, but I don't know if I would trust that for quality of printing I want to do for this part. So, all right. Well, good. That's the thing. That's the bit. I could do more stuff. Like I wanted to maybe put a different slogan, you know, like here, let's change this one to one of my other, what I like. Uh-oh, I didn't do this line break must be goofy. Hold on. It's not, jeez. All right, we'll just double it and do it. You know, that's a great slogan. I think that one's fun. Maybe it's a little bit small, a little bit bulky for the current ratio of sizes and stuff. I wanted to do another slogan. I came up with this one because I'm still, you know, very much interested in eventually going to be doing the Bum Rush itself. I'm not calling this Candle Holder Industries. I'm calling it Bum Rush Industries. This one would be called I Give a Lot of Shit. I give a lot of shit. I care. I fucking care a lot. I give a lot of shit. Or would it be plural? I give a lot of shits. So, and that's literally what I'm doing. I want to be the guy who helps the world shit. Okay? I want to put your feet up. If I could come to your house and lay down on the bathroom floor while you take a dump and prop up your feet. Either I could grab your knee and lift it, or I could just get under there and lift up your feet while you go to the bush gardens, the bush drainage system. I would do it, but I can't. So I'm going to build stuff and send it to you. But I do like this idea of giving a shit. Like, it is good. You're supposed to care. I don't like this idea. I reject the notion that you shouldn't care. I think that's one of the ways that they get us all to sort of just be like, ugh, I don't care. Fuck it. Well, to some degree, you can only care so much. I certainly have been probably over-caring in some ways. One of the reasons I think my podcast, like following politics so closely, I think has also just worn me out. I had to really just shift gears and focus on building something that can keep me alive and mentally and get me out of some... I want to move out of LA and I want to pay off my debts, you know, whatever. So I just had to, like, pull back. So yeah, all right. I give a shit. I give a shit about you. I give a shit about me. I wouldn't have said that a few years ago. Therapy, right? Give a shit about other stuff, and especially give a shit about being a Viking badass. So, there you go. I hope this is interesting. I don't know. I think it might be. I'd be kind of curious if some dumbass was starting a business or trying to or whatever. And I feel like part of the content side of this is, you know, first of all, I'm hoping that people, not to say we're watching right now, should buy anything. But I'm hoping to have an audience via videos that is the primary source of people who buy stuff from me, as opposed to randos on Etsy or something, which I'm going to probably sell some to as well. And maybe that'll turn out that that's the majority. I don't have like a, I'm not, whatever it is, it's going to be. But so this is sort of like making my own merch in a sense. And what was I talking about that? There was something I was going for there. So yeah, I mean, I guess that's not, I don't remember. I don't remember. I'm so fucking hot. Let me tilt my fan to hit me right in the face. That'll help. Hold on a second. Put a little piece of Viva paper towels. I don't have Viva. I don't make Viva money. You know you're rich when you have Viva paper towels. These paper towels are so great. Those blue woodworking or blue like automotive, like you get them at like automotive shops. Those are really nice towels too. They're durable. They're like towels that are very ambitious. Okay, hang on. Tilt it back. I should lean it up against something. I'll lean it up against my candle holder. There. Oh, I can feel it right in my eyes. That is nice. Okay, good. Guys, we're going to start playing the game then. I don't have anything else. Oh, you know what? Just for the hell of it, this is what it looks like when it's gummed up, since I did talk about that. This is all gummed up sanding pads. Look at that shit. Fucking orientation. You can tell. You can see that like pinkish, sort of ugly, nasty middle grime. You could still, so yeah, it becomes buffing paper, but it also just stops working. So, and actually right in the little corner is a wire brush that I use to sort of scrape at it. I also have this like big rubber thing that came with this thing I bought. That's for that too. It's like a big blocky block of rubber something or other. So, all right. Thank you for confirming that 3 was the right choice there, chat. I appreciate that. That's great. All right. I'm turning us over to 62, part 62. And, oh boy, that looks... Oh, I never... Oh, see? Okay, now it looks better. I resized it, and then I didn't press the button that tells it to change the stream. I just had it. I fixed it and then didn't tell it it was fixed. So, oops. All right. Well, that's okay. I think it all still came across just fine. So here, let me turn off the Photoshop from this. Valheim is on. Transition. Beautiful. And I usually not going to leave the URL up. I probably should build up some kind of thing, since way more people will see this on YouTube eventually than on Twitch, at least as it's currently constituted, and that's okay. So, the wind on my face is helping. I can feel the evaporation doing its job. A tiny bit of heat is gathered up during the phase transition from a liquid to a gas. That's why evaporation cools your skin. And that's working, so it's nice. It's great. What else is there to say? Did you watch Justice Squad yet? The Snyder trim? Did you watch it? How about the Godzilla movie? There's a Godzilla fights a monkey movie out. I really want to watch that, actually. Excited. I like a good monster movie. And that's why my favorite movie is something. I was gonna say something about. All right. Okay. I'm a little out of it. Good. Let's get going. I'm wasting too much time saying goodbye to the Twitch, staying on Twitch, but then I'm switching over to SuckProfessor guy mode here, and we're going to do it. Let's go. Let's get in the game. All right. Volume. Up a little bit. Wendy has not seen either. Wendy. Watch crap on the internet, okay? Turn this off and do your job. Watch shit on the internet. No, I'm joking around. You'll see it eventually. The Snyder Cut's 4 hours. If you're not into that stuff, I watched Justice League and then the Snyder. I got way over 6 hours, or over 6 hours into this fucking garbage. I don't really care about that much. It is interesting though, actually. I mean, I like the filmmaking, the various parts of this filmmaking and stuff, so I'm not completely unironically detached, whatever ironic even means anymore. Who can fucking tell? All right, positive thoughts, positive thinking, good vibes, good energy. Let's close our eyes for 20 minutes. And in. In some more. What if that killed me? All right. I got some coffee. Oh, God, it's dark as shit. All right, guys.